Good morning to everyone. This is NP Sharda Devi, research scholar from Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Anantapuram. And my conference paper is about multi-station approximation and noise mitigation process to OFDM systems using successive JCI. And this is the agenda of my work. So first is let us see the origin of proposal and significance of impulsive noise, need for impulsive noise reduction in OFDM, existing methods for impulsive noise reduction, proposed algorithm for impulsive noise reduction, results analysis, conclusions and references. Uh, this OFDM signal and impulsive noises, they both follow the Gaussian distributions, and also the amplitude of noise signal is very high when compared to the original OFDM signal. So the detection of impulsive noise will be very critical for OFDM. Significance of impulsive noise. So what is this impulsive noise and how it is generated? We'll see. This impulsive noise, it is a noise that carries the sudden sharp sounds or a sudden bang of short duration such as a gunshot or a sledgehammer blow. So this impulsive noise, it is a category of noise which includes the unwanted, almost instantaneous sharp sounds. And coming to the generation of this impulsive noise, it can be generated in different ways. So if you consider the power line systems, this impulsive noise, it is generated in power line systems by the electrical devices which are connected to the power lines. And if you consider the vehicle ignition systems, this impulsive noise is generated by the LTE signals, means long term evolution signals. So if you consider the aeronautical communications, this impulsive noise is due to the distance measuring equipment. And in wireless systems, this impulsive noise is caused by other systems which are operating in the same frequency range. And heavy current switches is also one of the sources of impulsive noise. And uh, to consider, the click from a keyboard is also a source of impulsive noise. Noise. And coming to the need for the suppression of impulsive noise in OFDM. So let us see why this impulsive noise is needed to be suppressed. So when compared with the other noises, there are different types of noises like continuous noise, intermittent noise, impulsive noise, and low frequency noise. So when compared to these other noises, why this impulsive noise is to be suppressed means it has some unique characteristics like random occurrence, short time duration, wideband spectrum, high energy content, etc. So due to these distinctive features, this impulsive noise with significant power can degrade the transmission quality of OFDM systems. So this impulsive noise is to be suppressed. And this impulsive noise, it severely affects the performance of OFDM system if the amplitude of noise is very high. These are the existing methods for impulsive noise reduction. So blanking non-linearity. No, non-linear processing, clipping non-linearity, windowing non-linearity, iterative interference cancellation scheme. These are the various schemes. Coming to the first one, non-linear processing. So in this technique, or this technique is effective only if impulsive noise with peak value greater than the wanted OFDM signal. Means this technique can be effective if the peak value of the impulsive noise signal is greater than the wanted OFDM signal, or else it is ineffective. So it is waste of using this nonlinear processing. And next second one is blanking nonlinearity. this blanking nonlinearity, it is valid only if the number of OFDM subcarriers is sufficiently large. And also the finding the threshold value is a challenge in blanking nonlinearity technique. And next, clipping nonlinearity. So it is the one of the earliest techniques, and here the amplitude of the signal will be reduced by using this clipping nonlinearity technique. And also the bit error performance will be degraded due to the distortion which is caused by the clipping. And this clipping nonlinearity technique is not effective if the impulsive noise is very high. And next, another one is windowing non-linearity technique. And here, selecting the values of L1 and L2 for different sampling rates is complicated in this windowing non-linearity technique. And also this windowing non-linearity technique is not effective in case of oversampling. Okay. And next, last one is iterative interference cancellation scheme. So it is proposed to improve the performance of blanking non-linearity element, and it suppresses the impulsive noise at the expense of reducing signal power and generating intercarrier interference. The algorithm is successive JCI algorithm, which is based on compressed sensing theory. So coming to the previous methods, in the previous methods which are mentioned earlier, they require the noise priori characteristics, and also they suffer from the performance degradation when the noise priori information mismatches the time varying noise statistics. And these non-linear preprocessors, they may destroy the orthogonality among OFDM subcarriers, which results in intersymbol interference in the frequency domain. So this successive JCI algorithm is proposed, and in this algorithm both channel impulse response and impulsive noise are treated as joint spares vector. So in this proposed algorithm, both the channel impulse response and impulsive noise are treated as joint spares vector. And also the spares Bayesian learning framework is adopted to jointly estimate the channel impulse response and impulsive noise and data symbols. And also this Kramer-Rao bound is derived for the benchmark. And uh, previously the method uh, previously proposed method, it uses only the pilot subcarriers to jointly estimate channel impulse response and impulsive noise. Once the channel and impulse noise are estimated, the impulse noise is then removed from the received signal and the channel is transformed into frequency domain followed with channel equalization. So in this proposed algorithm, we use both the data and the pilot subcarriers to get the joint estimation of channel impulse response and impulsive noise. So compared with other algorithm which treat the channel estimation and impulse noise mitigation independently, our proposed joint estimation algorithm leads to the improvement in mean square error. And also this JCI is JCI successive JCI algorithm. Sorry, previously JCI algorithm is limited by the number of pilot subcarriers. So if pilot carriers is increased, throughput is decreased. So here the pilot symbols along with the data are used to construct the sensing matrix. Results analysis. So these are the simulation results. So here the first one is between the mean square error and signal to noise ratio. So our proposed algorithm have less mean square error when compared to others. Bit error rate is also reduced for our proposed algorithm, and these are the graphs for bit error rate versus signal to noise ratio of uncoded OFDM and coded OFDM. So here the bit error rate is reduced for our shown that the proposed algorithm can achieve significant performance improvement on channel estimation and bit error rate performance. We can conclude that uh, the proposed scheme main aim is greater count of users data transmission with minimum time delay and mean square performance was improved, where this mean square performance was deteriorated with the conventional techniques, and this results shows that the simulation techniques are efficient at bit error rate performance with less pilot symbols and null subpilots, and it offers better improvement in spec. Mostly IEEE papers I have. Thank you everyone.